All right, so several of you have been asking me about drainage structures, and let me show you some. A lot of you have sent this, and that's great. That is exactly right. And if you look down into it, they're pretty messy. You can even see the drainage pipes that go into the middle of the street. Now, the way that those things get fed is they go into this curb and gutter right here. This is curb and gutter. Now, how the water gets into there, I need you to look at the street. Look down the street. It's what's called crowned, which means it has a high spot in the middle and it flows down. Some streets are actually angled where all the water goes to one side, but most of our streets are crowned, which means all the water that falls on it goes either left or right. So usually at your neighborhood, you'll see drainage stuff right next to each other. See, there's one on both sides, and then they connect probably to a pipe down near the middle. So that's curb and gutter. That's a crowned street. That's an inlet or a drainage inlet. There's a lot of names for that. A storm drain. Oh, this I've gotten from a lot of you, or a few of you. This is not a drainage structure. This says sanitary sewer. That's the toilet, the dishwasher, the washing machine, the sinks. That's all that garbage. That's different. That's a totally separate thing, but it's not a big deal that you sent that. I just want you to know the difference. So I hope that helps you a little bit. By the way, if you look at roofs, they're all angled so that water doesn't stay on top of the roof, causing a lot of weight, and then it flows down. Some people even have gutters on the side of their house. I'm not seeing anybody in my neighborhood right now. I know I have a little bit, but some people have gutters on the side of their house to collect it off of the roof so that it all comes down in one spot. So I hope that helps some of you finding drainage structures in your own neighborhood. That's just a quick hey, if you look at the driveway in your house, it's angled too. Like, see right there, that neighbor right there, see how it's angled down? Our houses are lifted about, I think, 1.5 feet, maybe it's a foot, from the back of the curb. So wherever the curb is, the gutter, our houses are lifted about 1.5 feet above that so that it doesn't flood the house. It will flood the streets instead, because the streets can be underwater for a few days and it's not a big deal, but having your house underwater for any amount of time is a pretty big deal. So I hope that helps clear things up. And oh, these aren't drainage either. Right here, that's curb and gutter, but that's a water meter. That's where the city checks to see how much water you're using. So I hope that helps you learn a little bit about drainage structures around your neighborhood. If you've got a house, you definitely have a roof. If you live in a neighborhood, I'm sure there's plenty of water flowing off that street, going somewhere else besides your house. So good luck. I hope everything is great. By the way, you can walk around your neighborhood. You're not going to get in trouble for that. And I hope our school meets up again. Bye.